Week 1 didn't go our way, but the Titans are back for Game 2 against the Baltimore Ravens here in the Titans franchise. The Titans were overmatched by the Cowboys offense in Week 1 and now have to face Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, hoping to even up their record. The offense just kinda came out flat and the passing game wasn't clicking. We didn't run the ball well with Derrick Henry, and it didn't help that the defense wasn't getting consistent stops, didn't get takeaways. I thought Christian Fulton had a pretty good game though, covering CeeDee Lamb, and he's been breaking out ever since training camp. We saw him get a big man cover boost, and remember, we've already signed him to a massive contract, and the better he continues to get, the more of a bargain that deal is going to look like. Fulton has a chance to take it a step even further, and honestly, all he has to do is what he did last week, and that's to get 3 pass breakups or interceptions. Can he do that against Lamar Jackson? This is an offense where you got to be ready for the run and the misdirection they'll throw at you. But Lamar's an MVP, and they use their tight ends more than a lot of other teams do. The Ravens, I think, have a pretty solid offense, and I like their offensive line they've put together. Outside of Rashad Bateman, the receiver situation doesn't seem great, but they might have something with rookie Johnny Gore, who had a productive Week 1. The offensive line is consisted of Ronnie Stanley, rookie guard Austin Tucker out of Alabama. You know, Baltimore loves to draft those Alabama players. Everybody liked Tyler Linderbaum not long ago. Nathan Hill, he looks like a solid right guard, and then Daniel Falele, perhaps we'll see him at right tackle. The other thing I want to see today is how these receivers handle going up against the Baltimore secondary. There's a lot of talent and experience there, and we don't have a lot of experience. We certainly have the talent, though, in the receiving game, and they've got to play better than they did back in Week 1. It's a chance to put that game behind them. Tennessee hopes to be ready here in Week 2 as we get underway. And a matchup between AFC playoff hopefuls and the Baltimore Ravens will open with the ball at the 25-yard line. They beat the Steelers 28-21 in the opener. Lamar only had to pass the ball 18 times, did so very well, throwing a touchdown and 170 yards. Empty on first down and back to pass as Jackson throws across the middle, and there is the Minnesota Gopher Rashad Bateman for a first down. Now they go to 2 tight ends in the game on first down, and it goes to J.K. Dobbins, and he loses a couple yards. There's Amani Hooker. Wasn't all that impressed with his play back in Week 1, honestly. Second down, leaping is Mark Andrews, and there's the coverage of Amani Hooker, already making 2 plays here to force third down. Jackson rolling to the right, nobody's open, he'll keep it, but goes down well shy of the marker, and Tennessee gets the stop. The offense had a very incomplete game in Week 1. Didn't run the ball well, didn't utilize Sal Sexton, but had a couple good drives in the second half. Here's Derrick Henry to start the day on first down. He gains 1. Baltimore typically features a very tough run defense. Second down for Willis, and the pass is off the mark in the direction of rookie Devian Bynes. Forcing third down on the opening drive, Baltimore sends rush. Wide open is Bynes. He's got it for a first down. A gain of 21. We got to see him a few times in Week 1, and you can tell there's a lot of potential with this first-round rookie. Handoff now. The 4th-round rookie gets involved, and that is Rashad Polite for a gain of 7. Polite already finding ways onto the field. Second down. Burks. Oh, he dropped it. And he had it. On the slant against Marlon Humphrey, you're not going to get a lot more separation than that. Third down and 3. Willis, he's got time. Nearly intercepted as Bourne wasn't ready for it. The receivers really letting Willis down there as the Titans go 3 and out. Here is J.K. Dobbins as the Ravens get going, a gain of 4. Dobbins ran in 2 touchdowns in Week 1. And now it's the rookie. This is Johnny Gore. He gets the first down and continues to fight upfield. Nice play on the jet sweep pass. Out to the 34-yard line. Dobbins, big hole right side. Across midfield. And still running. Finally dragged down at the Tennessee 45. The run defense didn't look much better in week 1. And it's not a good start here as Andrews will make the catch and take them inside field goal range. Full house on first down. It's Dobbins trying to clog the middle. He only gets 1. From the 31, Jackson knocked down. It's Roger McCreary. Got his hand on it to force third down. 3 receivers in the game. Jackson rolling right. Completes to Mark Andrews, but shy of the marker. And out will come the field goal team. And here is Justin Tucker. 43 yards. As expected, 3-0 Baltimore. It's at least a competitive effort out of the defense. Offense has it back, and Derrick Henry hit by 2 defenders behind the line. No gain. 2nd and 10. Burks. He dropped it again. That's the 2nd time he's dropped a gimme. Burks is taken off the field on 3rd and 10. To avoid the 3 and out, it is caught by Sexton for the first down. After just 9 yards in week 1, Tennessee knows they have to get him a lot more involved. Henry on first down. That's more like it. Gain of 6. Henry only ran for 60 in the opener. Especially early in the year, I expect this to mainly be a run-first offense as Henry gets drilled. Nice stop by Williams. 3rd down again for the offense, now needing 3. Willis, wide open is Sexton. Into Raven territory and down to the 27. That's 2 consecutive 3rd down conversions. First down, Henry trying to run it to the right. And there ain't much there. Justin Matabuke made the play. And the rookie center, Chris Wimbley, shaken up. He is coming out. He is replaced by undrafted rookie Tyler Vasquez. 2nd down, pressure on Willis, and he's sacked. We saw a lot of pressure from that left side last week, and that was thanks to Micah Parsons. Adafe Owe makes the play. 3rd and 21. Back to Sexton, and he takes them inside the 30 to set up a field goal. Well, at least they got Sexton involved and got that part of the passing game going. Matt Gay to tie it, and the kick is good. 13 seconds to play in the first quarter. A good one here in Baltimore as Lamar wants to keep it and runs into Justin Simmons. Gotta have good option discipline against this team. 2nd down against the pressure. Out quick to Andrews and a gain of 9. They're trying to match him up with Kevin Byard as much as possible. 3rd down and 1. It goes inside to Dobbins, and he gets the first down easily. A lot of press coverage here early out of Tennessee. Here is Dobbins again. Shakes out Riddick into the secondary and all the way down to the 38-yard line. Run defense continues to be a huge weakness for Tennessee, and they're just getting sloppy. On top of that, you got Patrick Ricard out in front laying people out. Here is Dobbins again, this time brought down by Amani Hooker. Loss of a few. Trying to get them into predictable 3rd downs. Blitz coming. Handled. Wide open Mark Andrews inside the 15. 4 catches already. He's Lamar's favorite receiver, and they're inside the red zone. Crowding the line. Jackson keeping. Hit down by McCreary, who's really making some plays for us to start the year. 3rd and 10 for Jackson. Gary with the pressure, and Jackson sails it out the back of the end zone as the defense gets the stop again. 6-3, still no touchdowns in this one. It's a fake on first down. Willis rolling, and he's dropped. Marcus Davenport. Willis just not able to let this one go. You can't have first down sacks. Pressure coming, Willis panicking, and that is incomplete. Nearly a disastrous fumble. It's 3rd and long. 6 protecting. Willis downfield. It is caught by Kendrick Bourne for the first down. What an impressive throw by Willis. I didn't think this one was going to get to the right spot, but he does have that strong arm, and he's beginning to learn how to best utilize it. Inside with Henry on first down. He gains around 5. Still a slow start for that rushing attack. Blitz coming. Open. Caught by Bourne. First down. Looks like Bourne is getting comfortable in this offense already. He had a touchdown back in week 1. Compact now on first down, and Henry is met in the backfield. It's just not working when they bring in extra blockers. Handoff Henry. Not much there either. Maybe 2 yards. Third down. Right on the edge of field goal range. You'd like to get closer. Screen set up, and that is Paul Taylor losing yardage. If you get something there, maybe you can go for it on 4th down. But I gotta say, I have been really disappointed in the blocking of Sal Sexton. This was supposed to be one of his strengths, and a lot of these plays depend on him to block well. Stonehouse now nearly blocked, and they took him out. There is no flag, and it's downed inside the 5. Stonehouse pumped up after a great punt. Trying to keep it low scoring and play the field position game. Dobbins to the right side, breaks a tackle, and he's out to the 10-yard line. And it looks like J.J. Watt is shaken up. He got shaken up back in week 1 as well, did not play much of that game. On second down, they set up a screen, blocked beautifully, and to the outside, it's Taylor with a catch and run of 23 yards. Big difference in how their receivers are blocking versus ours. Pass caught. Mark Andrews on first down. He gets 9 more. Already taking this out towards midfield. 2:32 on the clock. Caught by Bateman now. First down, Baltimore. Jackson looking really good in this first half. And we're not getting much pressure on him either. Throwing up the seam now and caught by Tylan Wallace. Red zone trip for Baltimore. Can the defense hold on again? 2nd and 10. Tennessee did use a timeout already, but the pass is caught for the touchdown by Mark Andrews. And Baltimore has the first touchdown of the day. They're trying to bring 5, and they can't get through. This is a really good offensive line, and it's only going to get better with how young they are. 13-3 Ravens. Now, Tennessee did use a timeout trying to make sure they'd have clock left. They have it. Can they do anything with it now? Willis starts the drive. He completes to Sal Sexton. It's a gain of 16. 59 on the clock on first down. Open, caught again. Sexton's out of bounds. Just shy of midfield. All the way across here is Paul Taylor. Setting up a screen. Bynes throws a block, and Taylor gets out of bounds with a great pickup. Tennessee making great time on this drive. Still 44 seconds. Willis stepping up, and he's wrapped up by 2 Ravens. It's a loss of 2, and Tennessee uses their second timeout. Ball at the 38. Dumped off to Rashad Polite. Breaks a tackle and gets away from everybody. And all the way inside the 10, he just explodes for 30 yards. Like it's nothing. That is an unbelievable play for the rookie Rashad Polite. That start and stop quickness. To break this tackle and then to force 3 bad angles out of that, Kyle Hamilton should have him easily. He's not even close. Rashad Polite just saved the drive. It's goal to go, 8 yards out, and they're out of timeouts. To the end zone, caught for the touchdown, Paul Taylor. And Tennessee gets their answer. And they probably wouldn't have been able to do it without the Rashad Polite catch and run. But how about that catch right there by Taylor? He has replaced Treylon Burks. And now it's only a matter of how long it stays that way. This is a lot better than 24-0 at halftime last week. Tennessee still a lot of work to do, but playing a much better game. Around the NFL. Detroit looks like a different team this year. They won their opener and are already blowing out Chicago here in week 2. They could be 2-0. The defending champs are getting stunned. How about Houston? They've had so many early picks these last 2 years, but by the looks of things, they haven't improved much. At least they haven't shown that yet. Patriots win 38-14. We get New England next week. And now hopefully this second half can go well for Tennessee. They closed it out the way you want offensively. Taking over to start the third quarter and rolling out is Willis. Sending it down the sideline, incomplete for Bynes. Already falling back into that pass-heavy approach again. Polite's the running back on third down. Time to throw, and Willis overthrows Devian Bynes, incomplete. Going back to Baltimore now, and they had their last drive of the first half end with a touchdown, but moved the football pretty well on the ground. Jackson looks to keep it, jukes out one, sprints to the outside, and gets tripped up by Rashawn Gary. Didn't even see Jackson run the ball much in that first half. That was his longest. Dobbins now fighting through contact, and there is a flag. And that's going to be on Baltimore. If you're a run-first team, you cannot afford holding calls. That totally ruins the plan. Jackson keeping and wrapped up by Rashawn Gary. Lost at 3. Got him into a long third down. They'll back off the receivers. Jackson pressured and throws it away. That was Rashawn Gary again. He's leaving his mark on this game, even without getting into the stat sheet much. Down by 3. Tennessee football, and still can't get Henry going. He just met 3 Ravens. They got Bourne in motion and hand it to him. All the way out, and a gain of 3 for Bourne. Having to get creative here to generate rushing success. Third down now for Willis. Pressure coming. Hooks up with Bynes for the first down. This does seem like a much more comfortable game for Malik Willis. And remember, a couple passes earlier in the game were dropped. Running to the edge now. Controlled nicely by the tight ends, but there is a penalty on Tennessee. It's a hold on left guard Timmy Church. Of course, it wipes out one of our best runs of the day. Trying to overcome it now. Polite. Brought down for a loss. A very long way to go now. It's third down and 17. From the pocket, Willis, he's hit, and the pass is intercepted by Kyle Hamilton. He just caught that duck and brings it to the 44 of Tennessee. He wanted to send this downfield for Bynes and did not get it over there. You're not getting an easier one than that. Odafe Owe with the hit that led to the interception. Now Jackson looks to keep it and runs to the outside, met by Christian Fulton, who's been pretty much a non-factor in this game. They haven't tested him. Dobbins not much on the carry as he's met by Rashawn Gary. Third down now, crowding the line again. Dobbins outruns Hooker inside the 20, showboating at the 10, and caught by Byard. He had a touchdown. Can you imagine if you had him in fantasy football today? J.K. Dobbins with a selfish play, not getting the touchdown, instead trying to get style points. At the 1, Dobbins. There's the touchdown. Can you imagine if he fumbled it or something happened there? He would have never heard the end of it. Instead, the lead extended for Baltimore 20-10, capitalizing on the interception. Henry trying to run to the left edge, and he gets about 6 yards. They're having trouble running inside, and having the undrafted guard or center in there probably isn't helping, and now Willis is sacked by Odafe Owe, trying to bootleg to the right. The play-action game is not off to a good start this year. Backed up and standing in his own end zone. It's caught by Bynes, and it is going to be fourth down, Tennessee. This is really crunch time now. You've given Baltimore the chance to go up 2 scores, and they look to be getting good field position here. Defense needs to step up. Nice job on the kick coverage, but the ball's at midfield. Lamar Jackson, J.K. Dobbins, they've been pretty good in this game. In the pistol on second down. Here's Dobbins. And he's brought down by Rashard Parker. Nice play. Third down. Crowding the line again. Jackson's got time and wide open. The pass is hauled in. Down to the 22-yard line. Johnny Gore already rising up the depth chart for Baltimore. Here is Jackson. Everybody's fooled. Inside the 10. Lamar wants to score and gets 19 down to the 3-yard line. Trying to punch it in for another score. Here is Dobbins, and he's in for the touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 4 touchdowns on this young season. And the Ravens lead by 17. Trouble again for Tennessee. Rolling out is Willis. Wide open Devian Bynes in Baltimore territory. They've got to get some points quick, and that helps. Down 17 in the fourth quarter for a second straight week, and Polite shows off good burst. Gain of 8. Henry back in the game now, third down. And Henry very close. He looks a bit short, but he does get it. Ball at the 29-yard line. Henry helps protect. Willis completes to Dominic Brooks. It's good for 4. Still 25 yards away. Henry on the carry. It looks like he has room, but Baltimore closes it up so fast. Under 40 yards at this point. Henry the give. Brought down for a loss once again. This front line for Baltimore, led by Michael Pierce, has been unbelievable. Matt Gay comes out to make this a 2-score game, but it's still a massive uphill battle for Tennessee, whose defense needs to get a stop. 10 minutes to go in the game. Jackson looks to keep. Jukes away from Cunningham. Across the 40. Jackson makes a move and is brought down after a run of 19 yards. Getting better as the game goes on. 9 minutes left. Dobbins' turn. Breaks a tackle, and he's across midfield. A $1.24 for Dobbins. He's going to keep it, and Jackson is taken down by Cunningham. That gives the defense a chance. Can you just make a play here on 3rd and 6? The fake to Dobbins. Pressure picked up. Jackson. What a throw to Bateman. First down. The defense just hasn't made the plays to start this season. They're looking for a takeaway. They haven't done it yet. No sacks in this game, and Dobbins continues to have a great performance. Run defense doesn't look any better. Under 7 minutes to go. Jackson out to the right. Inside the 15. Makes a move, and he's got the touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 2019 MVP, and throwing his name in for the possibilities of it again this year. 34-13. This is not what I expected to start this season after the way we went on the run last year. Was it a fluke? Was it just a few games where everything clicked? Because outside of that late season run, nothing in this series has resembled anything that looked like a consistent winning team. Bynes on the screen, jukes out to the left, and, well, thankfully we have another penalty. Isn't that great? We are about to move to 0-6 in weeks 1 and 2 in this franchise. Rashad Polite doesn't get much there. Thought we did a few things better in this game, but just look at the scoreboard, man. We are getting blown out by another good team. Good catch and run for Sal Sexton. He's been productive. And Willis nearly has 300 yards passing. On first down. That's Bynes making a move. And the ball gets punched out, and the Ravens have it. Man, what a start. And this is the AFC we're talking about. We already know what the Chiefs bring to the table, the Bills who beat us in the AFC Championship. But you got teams like Baltimore out there, the LA Chargers with Justin Herbert. And how about what Miami's doing to start the year? We'll talk about them here shortly. Tennessee doesn't even look like a top 10 team in the conference at the moment. Going to be a lot of work to do going into week 3 as Geno is in for the second straight week and misses Bentley by a mile. From the 29. Right off the hands of Chigakonkwo. I mean, what's going on? 3rd and 10. Caught by Byron Bentley. And that'll make it 4th down. Still a couple minutes for Geno to put together a drive if they can convert here. 4th down. Where'd he come from? It's intercepted by Kyle Hamilton. Oh my. Ravens win the game 34-13. And the Tennessee Titans look like massive frauds here in Season 3. Well, it was a very good game for about 2.5 quarters. But once again, once we have something go wrong in the second half, everything begins to fall apart. Malik Willis threw for 300 yards in this game and the touchdown. But the offense still lacked with a very poor rushing output. 36 yards for Derrick Henry. In 2 games, he doesn't even have 100 yards. Sal Sexton was productive. Devian Bynes as well. I liked what I saw from Paul Taylor and Kendrick Bourne. But there's no consistency, and the passing game can't do it all on their own right now. And defensively, we've just given up so much on the ground to start the year, and we haven't disrupted the passing game. We were top 2 in sacks last year, 1st in takeaways. We don't have a takeaway. And we have 2 sacks in 2 games. So the things we expected to be good have been awful. And the things we were worried about have also been awful. So that's where we are 2 games in. You gotta do something after 2 games like this, and hopefully we can think of that something for week 3. We just look like a rebuilding team that's taking a step back instead of that step forward. And it's going to hurt going forward that Chris Wembley is going to miss the next 3 weeks with an elbow injury. I knew he was injury prone when we selected him, took the risk, and he's now missing the first 3 games. And I think it hurt the offensive line when he wasn't in there. But here are the numbers 2 games in. We have a bottom 4 offense with a bottom 7 running game. We've only scored 15 points a game. That's 3rd worst in the NFL. And defensively, we've given up, tied for 3rd most points with just an awful run defense. 435 yards allowed. A team having a lot more fun than us are the Miami Dolphins. They feel like they have found their franchise quarterback in Shelton Cunningham. 2nd quarterback drafted of this season. That's why he wears number 2. And he's led the Dolphins to a 2-0 start with 7 touchdown passes. We'll see them in 5 weeks. Next time we get the New England Patriots. And I don't consider this to be an easy matchup. The splashy move was to sign Odell Beckham Jr., but they've also brought in an impressive rookie receiver to help out Mac Jones in his development. And they can run the ball with Damian Harris. But they traded down with us in the 1st round. They ended up selecting Kirk Lippett, a speedy playmaker who has scored in the first 2 games of his NFL career. We'll see him along with our old friend Harold Landry, who was a part of the trade that brought Devian Bynes to Tennessee. Before next episode, I do expect to make a small slider change. Again, it looks like we're just playing practice squad players along the D-line and they're getting blown off the ball. So I'm probably going to drop user or CPU run blocking by 1 point. I'll think about user tackling, but I'll stick with just 1 slider at a time and 1 point. I mean, this slider set is basically what we used the majority of last year with very minimal differences. And there were games where we did stop the run well. So I always try to make it as ratings based as possible. But when I see like NFL caliber players getting moved like 7 yards off the line, start to wonder if a change needs to be made. So I'll go CPU run block down by 1 for next episode. and I want to get that episode up quick to try to put these games behind us. Please leave a like if you're enjoying the series, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.